Money doesn't always ruin strangers first. Sometimes it quietly destroys families from the inside out. Some lottery wins don't bring joy. They bring secrets, betrayal, lawsuits, and family drama nobody sees coming. Denise Rossi, The Divorce Secret. And this one still shocks people decades later. Denise Rossi was married, living a normal life, nothing flashy, nothing broken on the surface. Then in 1996, everything changed overnight. She won $1.3 million in the California lottery. Life-changing money. The kind of win most people would celebrate with family first. She didn't. Instead of sharing the news, Denise made a decision that would haunt her for years. Just 11 days after hitting the jackpot, she filed for divorce. Not months, not after counseling. 11 days. Her husband, Thomas Rossi, had no idea what was coming. From his perspective, the marriage wasn't falling apart. There were no warning signs, no explosive fights, nothing. Behind the scenes, Denise was already setting up her escape. She opened a secret P.O. box so the lottery checks wouldn't come to the house. She asked the state lottery office to keep her win confidential. For 2 full years, she quietly collected her winnings while pretending nothing had happened. No celebrations, no guilt, just silence. Then came the mistake. One day, Thomas received a letter that wasn't meant for him. It was from a company that helps lottery winners manage lump sum payments. That single envelope cracked everything open. The truth spilled out. And suddenly, the divorce didn't look so random anymore. Thomas took her to court, and the judge was not impressed. Denise had violated California's asset disclosure laws by hiding the lottery money during the divorce. The ruling was brutal and final. She had to hand over 100% of her lottery winnings to her ex-husband. Every dollar. What started as a secret meant to protect greed ended with her losing everything. So here's the real question. Would you have tried the same thing? Or was this doomed from the start? Jane Doe, the anonymous Powerball winner. Now, this next story flips the entire motive. In 2018, a woman in New Hampshire held a Powerball ticket worth $560 million. The kind of number that doesn't just change your life, it turns you into a headline overnight. But unlike most winners, she didn't want the spotlight at all. Her fear wasn't losing money, it was losing peace. New Hampshire law required lottery winners to reveal their identities publicly. And the moment she realized that, panic set in. Family members, friends, distant relatives she hadn't spoken to in years. She knew what would come next. Emergencies, favors, guilt trips, becoming a walking ATM. So she did something no one expected. She took the state to court. Her argument was simple but powerful. Revealing her name could put her safety and privacy at risk. She wanted to shop, travel, and visit family without being followed, questioned, or targeted. While the case dragged on, reporters camped outside lottery offices. Speculation ran wild. Everyone wanted to know who she was, including people in her own life who had no idea she was the winner they were talking about. Then the ruling came. The court sided with her. She was allowed to claim her winnings through the Good Karma Family Trust, keeping her identity completely anonymous. No press tours, no interviews, no public celebration. She collected the money and disappeared from view. To this day, her name has never been revealed. And this wasn't about greed. It wasn't about hiding from responsibility. It was about choosing peace over chaos. Because when money gets that big, sometimes silence is the smartest move you can make. What would you have done? Stepped into the spotlight, or vanished quietly, just like she did? Anonymous Chinese husband, the costume lie. And this is where the story turns almost unreal. In 2023, a man from Nanning, Guangxi, China, won 10 million yuan, roughly $1.5 million US. Life-changing money. But instead of celebrating with his family, he did something that instantly went viral for all the wrong reasons. He showed up to claim his winnings wearing a bright yellow cartoon mascot costume. Not a mask, not sunglasses, a full costume. The goal was simple: hide his identity from everyone, including his own wife and children. Photos flooded the internet. People laughed, shared memes, and joked about how ridiculous it looked. But behind the costume was a much darker plan. He never told his family about the win. At home, life stayed normal. Same routine, same money problems. Meanwhile, quietly, he began transferring funds to his sister and his ex-wife, moving money around before anyone could question it. Why? Because the marriage was already failing. He was planning to file for divorce and didn't want his current wife touching a single yuan of the winnings. So he lied. For months. Eventually, the truth came out. And when it did, his wife went straight to court. Under Chinese law, lottery winnings earned during marriage are considered joint marital property. The judge didn't hesitate. She was entitled to her share. The secret collapsed instantly. The online reaction was brutal. People roasted him non-stop. Some called him heartless. Others called him stupid for thinking he could hide a fortune forever. And that's the lesson here. Secrecy driven by selfishness doesn't protect you. It just delays the fallout. Neil Wanless, the clever winner. Now, this next story couldn't be more different. In 2009, Neil Wanless, a cowboy from Mission, South Dakota, won a staggering $232 million Powerball jackpot. At the time, he was one of the youngest winners ever. But before the win, Neil wasn't living large at all. He was barely scraping by. Neil collected scrap metal to pay bills. He was behind on property taxes. His family ranch was falling apart. Money was tight in every sense of the word. So when the jackpot hit, people expected fireworks. They never came. Instead of announcing it to the world, Neil kept quiet. Very quiet. He met with financial planners privately, made careful decisions, and focused on fixing what mattered first. He bought back his family ranch, paid off debts, and slowly rebuilt his life from the ground up. Locals noticed small changes: a newer truck, cleaner clothes, repairs on the land. But no mansions, no private jets, no flashy toys screaming "lottery winner." When reporters finally caught up with him, Neil gave one short interview. He said he was grateful and wanted a simple life. Then he disappeared from the spotlight completely. He wasn't hiding out of fear. He wasn't hiding out of greed. He hid because he didn't want money to change how people treated him or who stayed in his life. The hateful ex, winning after divorce. This one hurts more quietly. The marriage had already taken everything out of him. 10 long years of constant stress, emotional exhaustion, and financial bleeding. When the divorce finally came through, it wasn't clean. His ex-wife walked away with the car, half the savings, and ongoing alimony that kept him tied to a past he wanted to forget. He was left in a small apartment, trying to rebuild from scratch. Then one random morning, everything changed. He checked his lottery ticket, expecting nothing, like always. This time, the numbers matched. He had won. Not $1 billion, but enough to erase debts and finally breathe again. He told no one. Not friends, not family, and definitely not his ex-wife. He kept going to work, kept paying alimony, kept living as if nothing had happened. On the outside, life was the same. Inside, it finally felt light. Until the secret leaked. Somehow, his ex-wife found out and ran straight to court, claiming the ticket was bought while they were still legally married. She wanted a share. The legal fight was ugly, personal, and draining. But when the ruling came, the court sided entirely with him. He won the case, but lost the joy. The stress ruined the moment. He sold what little he owned, left town quietly, and started over somewhere new, choosing peace over celebration. The tattletale, the billion-dollar leak. And then there's the story where one person ruins everything. A man from Maine hit a billion-dollar lottery jackpot, one of the biggest in US history. From the very beginning, he was terrified of exposure. He wanted anonymity, privacy, control. He told almost no one. The only exception was the mother of his child, and even then he made her sign a non-disclosure agreement. But secrets like this don't sit still. Months later, he filed a lawsuit accusing her of violating the NDA by telling his father about the win. That single leak detonated his life. His father didn't stay quiet. He went straight to the media, accusing his own son of betrayal and broken promises, houses, businesses, trust funds that never came. The press swarmed. Court filings became public. Accusations flew in every direction. Greed, manipulation, control. What should have been a private win turned into a full-blown family soap opera played out in headlines. By the end, the money was still there, but the privacy was gone forever. One loose mouth was all it took. The black sheep, cutting family off. This one hits differently. She'd always been the afterthought in her family, the youngest, the one who got less attention, less support, and less patience. When her siblings needed help, everyone rushed in. When she needed help, she was told she was overreacting. So when she won $2 million from a random lottery ticket, her instinct wasn't joy, it was silence. She told no one. Not her mother, not her brother, not her sister. She quietly paid off her debts, bought a modest home, and finally gave herself stability. No luxury splurges, no announcements. She even started a small business she had dreamed about for years. For the first time, life felt calm. Then the family found out. Suddenly the messages started, weekly visit requests. We should reconnect. We miss you. The concern felt forced, and when she didn't play along, the tone changed. She was called selfish, ungrateful, accused of forgetting where she came from. She didn't argue. She didn't explain. She cut them off completely. She moved to another city, rebuilt her life from scratch, and chose peace over guilt. For her, secrecy wasn't greed. It was self-protection. Money doesn't change people. It exposes them. Some families grow closer, others fall apart when secrets surface. So what would you do if you won millions overnight? Tell everyone or stay silent? And if this shocked you, wait until you see the absolutely insane things Powerball winners can buy next.